it's a lifestyle. I think a lot of guys and girls in self-employment fields, they are giving it a try.
Pittsburgh, California, live in the red. The insurance business is wide open. We got a tipping bar group right now making well over 200 grand. Their first year in business. Plug in.
What's going on? This is Claude Perry. This is Family First Life, the Winner Shuffle Group. This is the Bay Area Takeover. Let's get it. Once they understand that the business model does not matter. If your mind is strong, if your foundation is strong, you can do whatever. So for me, I learned very early in working in the self-employment field that I got to spend more time working on my inner game. I got to spend more time working on self-development. You know, Jim Rohn says working yourself harder than your job, but that matters though. So for me, it's a lifestyle. Like I don't have to worry about personal development or make myself get up to read a book or get up to watch a YouTube. It's part of my lifestyle. I'd rather watch a YouTube for 54 minutes than watch a movie. I'm not knocking the movie. There's a time and place for it. But if I watch a hell of movies and don't point to myself, I feel kind of empty, you know what I'm saying? So for me, with being part of my lifestyle every morning, if I don't prime myself, if I don't give gratitude, if I don't look at my goals, I just feel kind of sluggish. So it's a lifestyle to where get up, be in gratitude, look at my top 5 goals, whatever, for the day or for the week or for the month. You know, think about what did I learn yesterday? What did I learn, good and bad? What am I changing? So it's not so much like a one thing you're doing, but it's a lifestyle. You know, when I look at folks like Tony Robbins, or he says, folks ask me the same thing, man, don't you have bad days? We all have bad days, but he doesn't stay there. So for me, I have moments where I'm not hella happy, and on chipper, I'm not always in the best mood. I'm human, but I don't stay there because it all comes back to this part of my process. So for people need to realize that when you come on this mission being self-employed, you have to be focused on working harder on yourself than your job. And once you focus on that part, the rest will start to just click. But they gotta be focused on working on myself harder than my job, which means look at all your tasks. And if more than half of them are not things focused on self-development, it's gonna be hard for you. It's gonna be hard. You will make it eventually, I would think. I'm not saying you're gonna fail or anything, but the issues that are kind of small are gonna seem hella big. So for one, if they made profit $3,000, I would tell them don't forget what got them to $3,000. If that was spending money in your business, spend at least half back into your business. At that point, if you can get yourself to a live event for any self-development, I would say do it, because that's gonna 10x everything for you. Yeah, you don't have to go to an event to get motivated, to get trained up on how to have a best state, but you'll get in your best state a lot quicker by going to a live event. So for them, I would say keep it really simple. Invest in your business, at least half, and spend at least 10% on self-development, whether that be a conference, whether that being a course. These are things you heard before probably, but why haven't you done them then? Right? Or if you did do them, why didn't you do it again and again and again? That's the only difference. It's people that are doing something over and over again, not just one time. So I would say make it part of your lifestyle again, to invest half into your business, to now find an event, a course to subscribe to that will cost you some money, because if you put skin in the game, you're more likely to treat it better than a free YouTube video. So here's the thing about books. I'm gonna keep real with y'all. I have read through a lot of books. I can't say I have finished, completed 1,000 books, because like a buffet, some things may fit on your plate, some things might not. So I think there's 3 books every person being self-employed must read. As far as my favorite, we'll see. But I think when I look back at my lifestyle, they have been shaped, that's the best word, by these 3 books. 1, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. It was written 1920s, way before our time. Hopefully, unless you're killing it, literally. But if you can understand the concepts that Napoleon Hill was trying to articulate, basically to give you a sum up, he was asked to go on basically a tour, interviewing the sharpest minds of that time for free. Picture this: he was broke. He was asked by Dale Carnegie to go on a tour and interview these rich people that were doing well, like the Rockefellers of the world, Charles Schwab of the world, grandfather, great Charles Schwab, and get their feedback on these topics. And when he did that, he found the formula for success. So for you reading this book, you're a college student, you're an employer, you're a business owner, you need to know what are some traits you want to fall into and some traits you want to fall out of. It's all about awareness. Second book, Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins. I think your belief level is important. So for me, not growing up in an entrepreneur family, not growing up with people around me on a constant basis that was telling me these secrets of life, these hacks you may call it, I was just figuring it out. But when you read a book like Ultimate Power by Tony Robbins, you will see that a formula is everywhere for success. And you'll see how he recreated himself to being this figure that you know now, Tony Robbins. But before that, he was insecure, overweight, and broke. And if you're not those things, great on you, but there are some things you lack that you want to know how to overcome. You won't find them out on your own record speed. You will in 20 years when it's too late, but you can find out in 500 pages if you read the book. Third, this is important. I think every entrepreneur, self-employed person talks about this a whole lot. Getting up early, staying up late. But how do I do that exactly? Because when your alarm clock goes off, you're making a choice to stay in bed still probably. You're not getting up 5 a.m. every morning. You want to read Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Talks about how to get up early in the morning and get the most use out of the day. I can't say it's my favorite book, but their method in waking me up in the morning, it worked because I love sleep. And the second I start putting a glass of water on the opposite side of my room with my phone on the opposite side of the water and forced to touch my phone, forced to drink that water, I was already up. And then I was in my state to get things done. I would have never learned that trick. And truth be told, I didn't finish the book. I didn't finish it, but I got that part down. And when I did that, I started getting up earlier, bro. I started getting up earlier, and now to this day, I'm programmed. Now I get up every morning, no alarm clock, because I'm just programmed to get up. And when you get up early, you get things done. Folks say this a lot. Oh man, I want to be successful, but there's not enough time in a day. Well, let's be real. There's 24 hours in everybody's day. Some use it differently. So we gotta learn how to use our day differently. A lot of times it's getting up earlier because you can't really stay up all night. That's, I think, impractical. I'll stay up 4 in the morning, grind it, but then you get up at noon. Why not just get up at 4, get work done to 6, take a main nap, 30 minutes, to 7, and then ready to hit it again. To be successful, you have to do what people are successful doing, right? And typically they're getting up early, they're reading, and they're watching things that feed their successful seed. What does that mean? Habits, habits, habits. Write down everything that you do on a daily basis. And do it in private, you may be embarrassed. TV, beer, PlayStation, Fortnite, YouTube, scrolling. I'm not saying it's good, but look at those events. And from that list of things, what events on that paper are pushing you towards your goals? If they're not pushing you towards your goals, they're what? Pushing you the other single way. It's that simple. So when you start making excuses for yourself, well, I really like this show, or I get it. I ain't saying it's bad, but know that you're gonna have to sacrifice something to get what you really want. So really be mindful of what things you're doing. A lot of folks are not mindful, they're just floating around. So Simple life hack, awareness, where you're at today, why are you there? It's all your fault. Nothing is no one's fault, it's all your fault. If you start doing little things today, it can change your tomorrow. Facts.